Hi folks, in this video we will continue developing of our front end for our counter. Yeah, so how we may actually get the account which we want from or of resources. As you may see in these resources, we have all of these accounts and this is our specific account. We may filter these accounts to get the actual one which we want. So we need to do it now. To make our life easier, let's create for now function that will be const, because I'd like to create the function expression. So let's create const, and it's for now, let's call it a just to make it simple. And let's create async function that will just for now console log our value. Let's make it, let's run this, let's run this in here. It will be run it in here. Yeah, nice. And what we need to do next is simply assign this to some value like const resources or const resources. And let's go through all resources and get our special resource. So resource, wait, let's create a variable that will contain our specific resource. So this is the specific resource, and we want in here go through every resources and find and sorry, bottom, because it have to be method find. We want to use method find, and for each element we want to get the element dot type. Why we want to do element dot type? Because as you may see in this array we got in here type, and this is basically type of our struct. So we want to get this type, and we want our program, our resource to be equal that type. So let's let's assign it, and let's do that, and let's create new variable with this resource type. Okay, as you may see, this resource type contains same address as our move module. So let's keep it simple and let's use same address everywhere. Because when we will like to change this address in future, let's just use same address everywhere to like make it more generic. That's why we use the interpolation, and this will be represented in here. So yeah, this is interpolation will be in here, very nice. And now we may console log only single resource. As you may see, there is our single resource, and this resource have some data. So let's simply get data from our resource. So we want to get some resource, and we want to get from this resource some data. No, not sorry. From data, we want to get some count. Okay, but as you may see, we do not have any types in here. Oh, sorry, because we do not add it. We do not add support for TypeScript language. I forgot to add the TypeScript language support. So let's put it lang. Yes. So now we have. Now we should have. Now we should have TypeScript support. Oh, forget it. There's no TypeScript support because I don't have a linker bind to this stuff. So yeah, forgot it. Like it should work for now and it should console log our account. As you may see, it console log our accounts. So it worked. Now we may fetch data from our blockchain. So let's call this function get count basically. And as it called, as you may see, this function simply get the count. Easy, yeah? Yeah, so if only gets a count, we want to return this count. We want to return this count because when we create some function should return something. So this function will be returning our count. And let's also for now run this function in the void. So how we may use it in the Vue application. Basically in Vue, we may create ref variables that will be reactive variables that allow us to basically update these variables without need to like rerun our application or etc. This is reactive value. If you do not know what does it mean, basically go to documentation of Vue or any other framework and check it out. So let's create the ref. Our first ref will be count. So let's create constant value, and this constant value will be count, and this count will be our ref value. For start, we want our counter to be equal 0. That's why we pass in here. As you may see, the ref value is not defined because we need to import it. We need to import ref from Vue, because Vue provide us reactivity. Yeah, and we want on start of application to create the we do not want on start of application. We want on when we run this component, when this component is rendered, when this component is like generated or something, something like that, because it's not actual explanation of this. Explanation of the function that we will be using is more advanced, but you need to check in documentation because it's not Vue tutorial. So we will be using in here something called on before mount. So in on before mount, this is something that will run our function. As you may see, we provide in here a function that we want to run, and we basically create anonymous function in here. We also want to import it from Vue because this is provided by Vue, and basically this function is run before the actual component will be like fully connected to the website. This prepare component before it is rendered on our site. Yeah, that's why we want to get our count and set its value to our to our get count, because we want to get count every time we load our component. Yeah. Okay. When you understand that, we may like create in here something that will let us know what is our count for the some counter. Yeah. So let's do in here new tag. Let's put inside of this tag information about our count using this one. Using that, we may pass the value to our component, to our render component, and we also may put in here some text like your count. Okay, so your count will be the count that will be fetched before component is live. So let's check, did it work? Sorry, this is my pulpit. So let's refresh it. And as you may see, our count is 5. We got like 0 for start because it was fetching, you know, the network is the is the slowest thing in our application in here. Oh, sorry, my bad. So yeah, this allow us to get the value. So what we want to do next, basically, we want to create some function that will bump the counter. To do that, we need to interact with wallet. The wallet which I got in my Chrome is, as you may see, Martian. Martian is wallet which I am using in here. This is Martian. This is same Martian which I got connected to my this Martian contains same wallet which I got in my desktop wallets. So that's why I will use it to show everything about this tutorial in here. So yeah, how we may interact with it. This is very good question, basically, because we need to like go to the documentation of Martian and find it out. But before that, let's create some function that will be bumping our counter. So let's create the const value or const expression called bump. And let's set, of course, bump to async expression. Async function expression. Async function expression. And let's set the bump. Let's set the bump to something. So what bump have to do? Basically, to find out it, we need to go to the documentation. We got in here our wallet. I prepared it before, and we need to know two things. First of all, how we may connect our wallet to application, and second of all, how we may sign and send transaction. As you may see, in here in docs, we got in here something like detecting wallet. As you may see, we are detecting in here the wallet exists. Next, we may see that this is function or method that allow us to connect our wallet to our wallet. Yeah. So this is it, but not for real, because we don't want to like make strictly connection for now. Or maybe let's keep it simple. we want to connect our wallet to get the access to information about tokens, about address, and etc. etc. So yeah, how we may do that? Simply, we need to just run this function. This function will be able to run only when we are using the Martian wallet. So how we may pass it? Simply just go to your application, and on bump we want to connect the or maybe we on bump we want to run the connection button. Run the connection, sorry, not connection button for now. So let's create in here a connection button. I think few steps ahead. That's why I am making, I'm not speaking very clearly. So let's create in here button. Let's call it bump. Met. Okay. Oh, yeah. As you may see, I am not. It's not making sense what I did. Okay, and when we press the bump should for now try to connect our wallet. Yeah. So let's check if it works as it should. If the application is running, yeah, it's running. So I'm pressing bump and nothing happened. Why is that? Wait a second. It probably work. I know why. Wait a second, I am probably connected. That's why it do not work. Or isn't it? Wait a second. Okay. I forgot to link the function to here. So let's put in here this sign and let's make it on click. So on click, we want to call the bump function bump. Yeah, so we on click we want to call bump function. So let's bump it. Damn it. Bump it. Something do not work. So why is that? Debugging is pretty hard. So maybe if there's some problem with it, let's try to run it on mount. Let's try to first of all, before this, let's try to mount our wallet. So before we create the bump function, actual bump function, let's try to connect our wallet on mount. Is it working as it should? Let's refresh it. It do not work. I don't know why. It should pop out window with connected button. Probably that's because I connected already. As you may see, it do not work. It's probably because I do not connect it already. And yeah, so basically, let's try to open this wallet and remove this application from whitelist. That maybe will be helpful. Okay, this is my wallet. In settings, they are application. There should be application. Is it in here? Aptos DevNet, secret phrase, import wallet, open application explorer, trusted apps. I want to revoke this application. Yeah. And now on mount, yeah, there it is. As you may see, there's connection on mount because we created like connection when we visit this page. I was connected before, that's why the second connection did not appear. But for now, as you may see, this is truly working. This is wallet which deployed the actual program. That's why I will be using it for now. because this is a little bit easier for now. So I will revoke also this here. And for now, I will approve the connection. So we are connected right now to our website. So what does allow us to do? Basically, we may now fetch the address from the wallet to get actual count for special wallet. So let's assign this also to some value. So let's call it like wallet connection, or maybe wallet. Let's call it wallet simply. Let's make it simple. And let's create new reactive value that will be called the wallet address. Okay, so we want to make wallet address string, and we want on connect, we want basically after connection, we want to set wallet address value to wallet to wallet address. But how we may get wallet address? Basically, let's check it out. How we may get it? Wait a second. It was like get and say send and sign. Oh, there it is. Sign and sign and submit transaction. So we may get response address. So yeah, this is response and this is address. So we may just use the dot address. So basically put it in here, and this will be address of our wallet. So for now, this address will be in this storage. So if we want to get like the information about count for this specific wallet, we simply may change information about these accounts. We are fetching for now accounts from our move module because we like hard coded that we want to get information from this move module. But for now and from now, basically, we want to get information from connected wallets. So we want to get information from wallet address that value, because we want to get information from this specific wallet. Yeah. So as you may see, when we go to this app right now, it's everything work as it worked before. But when I change account and I refresh it, as you may see, I am connecting to new account. There's account second account to which I am connecting. And as you may see, in this account, I got other count. There's count 2 because I also use it before this video to like test it out that it really works, and it worked. When we create another video, not another video, sorry, when we create another wallet and we also refresh it, as you may see, there's an error. Why is that? This error is here because we do not found any address related to our count, because we want to filter function basically have to find some value always. We need always find some value about something what we are trying to find. But as you may see, we do not find any accounts. We do not find any accounts that we needed in here. So that's why there is an error, and that's why we should catch this error in future and let know that, hey, this account this did not have any this account this that this account is fresh and it do not have any accounts yet. So we need to like tolerate, hey, sorry, you are not initialized yet. Like get some Aptos tokens, then we may talk, And that's why I press the airdrop button, and now this error do not appear. As you may see, there's other error because there is error that we're trying to find data in undefined, and this is because we do not have our resource, because this account do not have counter created yet. So we should also validate it in future, but this is not about validating, this is about connecting wallets and many more. So yeah, so as you may see, the connecting of this specific wallet is very simple. You got like many more wallets in whole world, and basically each wallet connect in other way. That's why many people create something like Aptos wallet adapter or wrappers, but as you may see, this is not open source. That's why I'm not using it, because I believe every library which we use in blockchain should be open source, to find out that they are not trying to stole our funds from the wallet. Yeah, that's why I am making it on my own. As you may see, this is not very hard. It's pretty simple. Just one or two more lines of code with new wallet. This is what you have to do instead of using this lib. So yeah, we for now get the count from the specific account which is connected to our website. So how we may create the actual bump function. So yeah, we are connecting on mount, so we do not need it. So on bump, we want to create some payload, because as you maybe remember, and as you may see in latest video, I was using some function to bump the actual. I was using some function to bump the actual count of the counter. So we need to call same function, but from the front-end application. We may use for that Martinian wallet documentation to see how it works. And as you may see, they create some payload. They sign and submit some transaction. So let's basically we may copy that. Is it, but wait a second, I want to, there's a generate transaction, and here we sign and submit this transaction. So we want to copy that. We want to copy this specific thing and open our bump function and paste it in here. As you may see, the stuff that they did, this is transfer, this is function transfer in our global wallet, which is the main wallet of the Aptos token. So system program wallet. Yeah. So they was calling system program wallet coin transfer, and they was transferring the Aptos token, Aptos coin, 50 of them, to some wallet. So what we want to do instead, we want to change these values to our values that we are using. The bump function did not get any arguments, so we delete every argument. The type argument are also no needed, because we don't want any type arguments. Basically we don't need it at all. So we also don't want to pass any of it, and we want in here use our we want to use our function from our module. So how we may do that? It's simple. Just create in here something like this. Basically, I will copy that to make my life easier. And in here, I was trying to fetch the actual count holder, but for now, I don't want to get the actual, I don't want to get the count holder. I want simply call the bump function. So let's change the count holder to bump. As you may see in source code, there was count holder. It was in same module, so there is a bump, and it's in the same like same not directory but in same place. So I will call that bump function, and this bump function will be able to run. Yeah, so we need to specify some sender. So sender basically is someone who is sending this transaction, and the sender is person signed to our wallet. Yeah, so that's why I want to get in here wallet address and get in here wallet address dot value. Okay, so wallet address value will basically get in here, and as you may know and as you may see, we on mount sign to this value the wallet address. That's why there will be address. The thing which we want to do next is like generate this transaction and sign it and submit. So let's check did it work. To check it out, first of all, I will go to my first wallet. Wait a second, I forgot where it was. Let's go to our first wallet because it will be easiest to see everything. Let's try to bump it. As you may see, the transaction appear. So let's approve this transaction. We need to like reload this page because we're not fetching again data from blockchain, and let's check it out. Good job. We actually created counter that is able to bump. So what we need to do next is simple. Just after all of this, we need to like assign count again to the count value to like refresh it. So let's copy that and paste, and in here it is all fine. Let's refresh it to just like for just like that, just refresh it for because we may. So let's try to bump it. Transaction appear. Let's approve the transaction, and we are seeing that there is 7. Whoa, it's for me it's very exciting. So we may go now for the newest accounts which already got the Aptos token. As you may see, when we refresh this page, uh, there is no count yet in this account. So we need to like, as you may see in the like, let's go back, let's throw back to the not documentation, to the source code. When the account does not have, we're going to the function button. When the account does not exist, let's create the new account with count 0. So let's check did it work. Bump, approve, and there is 0 because we created 0 basically. So let's try to bump it again. Let's try to approve it. And there's 1. God damn, everything is working as it should. We may bump it a few times and nothing bad should happen. Yeah, blockchain should handle that. As you may see, something went wrong. it should handle that, but it do not handle that. It probably cause I like created few transaction right ahead, and that's why the site got a problem, or maybe the blockchain got a problem because there's that we may not call the blockchain too many times in the row, cause it's like, you know, safety issue and many more. So basically this is everything, guys. We created fully functional counter that is connected to our front-end application. If you want to see more videos like this, leave a like button, click the like button, follow me on Twitter, and also let me know what do you want to see in next videos. I am like slowly going out from content. So let me know. For now, I know that you want to create some vaults. I know that you want to create some collection and NFT collections. I know that you want to create some more advanced stuff, so I will try to prepare myself for that. But let me know in the comment what actual thing you want to see in the future. So yeah, see you in the next video and goodbye.